All right, for my next project, we're gonna fix this window right here. It's got a big gap going around the outside edge of it, so I'm gonna strip all this stuff away, get a good look at that. We'll get the camera in there and see what we're working with. We also have a broken out pane, so we're gonna have to patch that up so we can keep the weather out, the hot air out, so the cold air stays in, and the bugs stay on that side too. So let's get to it. Okay, let's see what we found here. So first of all, we got this problem right here. I don't know if you can see this big old gap here. This is actually this window. You can see I'm gonna pull on the AC unit here. This AC unit's starting to pull this window out of the actual frame. So we gotta fix that. We'll probably have to put a screw back there and basically lodge it there. I just gotta look and see how it is, but then we got a little bit of water damage up there, so we're gonna have to caulk that all back up. So I may have to pull the window down and check that. We got bad spiders. And then we have this window pane right here is completely out, so that's just out to Mother Nature there. We also have some window rot here where water has been getting in and damaging this window seal. The wood still feels pretty good on that side. This side, it's a little soft, so we'll have to check that and see what we can do. We might just go ahead and pull this AC unit all the way out of this window, fix the window, put the AC unit back properly, and then fix the window pane. So we'll have to see how this works. Well, there's a bullet hole in the window. Check that out. Bullet hole. Well, there's your problem. No, so let's get working on this window, okay? Okay, we got it all sealed up. We're gonna let that set for about 15 minutes so that foam hardens and kind of cures. And then I'm gonna come back, clean it all off because it's a lot easier to deal with. Once it hardens, you just literally pop it off. There's no residue left behind and you can cut it really well, and then we'll tape that. Let's go look at this other window. It's over in the round bedroom next to the madam's room. I'm pretty sure this whole window is gone, so we'll see what we're getting into over here. All right, it's dark over here, but let's see what we're doing here. Let's see if I can get any of these lights on. All right, will any of these lights work? That's negatory, but it could just be the switch. Let's try this. Fan came on, so. Hey, lights! Gotta love it when lights come on. We don't want the fan on, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, this window totally plastic off, stapled up on the wall. And it looks like there might be glass up top, but there's definitely not anything here. So probably the same scenario. We either have one or two panes out. Let's rip this out and see what we got. Okay, as it turns out, no window at all. Even the center framing is gone. It may not ever have been there. This may have just been a solid pane. It's missing the whole window jamb on the outside too. So I'm gonna take this board off, check the structure of this. It seems okay. And what I might do is rearrange the way this is so that I can just put a whole pane of glass or a whole pane of insulation here, because we're gonna have to seal this gap back here too, otherwise things can just come right over the top. So let's see what we got. All right, it looks like this was probably damaged in a storm maybe, which is weird because it's the inside and it would have been a perfect hit to knock that out. So it might have just been broken and nobody cared, so we'll see. Let's just remove everything. You see how bad we need to reinstall all this stuff here? Yeah, it's pretty bad. This isn't sitting correctly in the gapping. Okay, there is definitely a correct and wrong way to do this, and this is the wrong way. Okay. Make sure we don't have any water coming in. Okay, so now I think we can fix this somewhat. Yeah, let's get this sealed up as fast as possible. I'm just going to put a whole plate on it. 31. $31.31, so this is a square. All right, I'm gonna go get material and we're gonna cut this. All right, we got this sealed up for now. I may come back in and throw a little bit of caulking around the edges. I don't think it's needing it. I got air foam all around it. I actually used air foam to seal this because we had such a big gap that it just made more sense. It's a foam trick that we use in Halloween decoration building too. You use this stuff to actually seal because it's actually pretty tacky, and so it'll bond to just about anything and stick. So it's a good way to create that seal back there since you can't be on that side of the roof. So we're gonna let this cure. In the meantime, we'll go back over to the other windows because it should be ready to tape up now. So let's go tape that window up. All right, we're back at this window and it's still a little soft on the inside. The outside is hard and nice. So like the stuff that I dropped and spilt, you can literally just grab it and peel it off now. Like no fuss, no muss. So if you ever get this stuff down, just let it cure and then peel it off. It'll come right off. It cuts really well once it's cured too, so you don't have to worry about that. Like you can just, the stuff you don't want to be able to be seen, just peel it off. I'm gonna let this top cure. You see how soft that is? That needs to firm up a little bit. That's there. That's almost there. We're gonna give this 5 more minutes and then we'll be back. This is why I can't wait for the cameras to get installed. I swore Leslie was just trying to talk to me right outside the room here, but she's down the hall vacuuming. You can hear the vacuum going. So I went out to, I was like, what do you want? And she looked at me like I was crazy. So yeah, it was a woman's voice clearly trying to talk to me. Yay. All right, back to work.